Good morning. 6:13 on Monday morning. Week of Christmas, folks. Week of Christmas. By the way, this is Coach Michael Burt. I believe everybody needs a coach. I believe a good coach can and will change your life. Good morning, Anita. So if you watch me out there, Brian Covey, if you're out there in the world, Daniel Hodges, you're just figuring out who I am, if you're watching this on YouTube, spent a decade of my life as a high school girls basketball coach, studying Covey and some of the top people in the world, right? And then started engineering people and really figured out that, man, I could engineer adults. So I'm coming to you. I just got back from my workout. I'm out at the lodge, and I got a new vehicle. And the new vehicle does not, the arrangement up here for me to set the thing up there, I hadn't quite figured that out yet. So I said, man, I'm just going to get back to the lodge, and I'm just going to do my Monday drive before I go inside and eat some breakfast and see the kids. Now, here's what I'm going to talk about today, Tom Gavin, is that a lot of people start. Okay, there is a vicious cycle that I talk about a lot. I first heard about this vicious cycle in a book that was selling 1 million copies a month. Bonus points if you can guess that book. And it talked about this vicious cycle that people have, Sean, where we come out of the gate strong. We start with good intention. We then fall off the wagon. And we fall off the wagon due to lack of discipline, can't stay in a rhythm, don't have a coach, start and quit, cycles and patterns, lack of confidence, insecurity, lack of discipline. There's all kinds of reasons we fall off the wagon. And then we experience guilt. Kathy Newcomb. So it's a very rare person who can start something, D. Hodges, and see it all the way through to its conclusion. Okay, and that is, there's a lot of ways to define motivation. The word motivation means to move, Rocky. But I also think a variation of the definition of motivation is to take an idea and see it through to its logical conclusion, right? And a lot of people start and they get to this point in the year. There's a lot of distractions in the world this time of year. Cynthia, people will focus on a lot of things so easily to become distracted because the distraction gives me an out, man. The distraction gives me something to focus on other than what I need to do. So the person of interest, right? You know, I got this webinar tomorrow night, person of interest. It's at 7 p.m., I think. I'm going to teach you the 7 core ingredients of a person of interest. And it's based on me studying people of interest for years. One of those ingredients is, if you look at the book, it says desire and effort. Well, I wrote that book 10 years ago, so it's advanced. It's really prey drive and consistency, right, at a very freakish level. Meaning people of interest take an idea and they just keep like a dog on a bone. They just keep working that idea until they see that idea through to its conclusion. They take a lead and they work that lead through to its conclusion. They take something that's important to them and they see it through to its conclusion. They are past the point of feelings and they are now into the point of commitment. And commitment is a lot bigger reason to do something than just because you feel like doing it, right, Timothy? So that's really what I want to encourage you to do here at the end of the year, man, is I want to teach you how to see something through to its conclusion. Because the truth is most people are going to check out this week, next week. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I totally believe in rejuvenation. I totally believe in recommitment. I totally believe in rest. I totally believe in all these things, man. But what I want to do is I want to teach you how to have the discipline to see something through, Tracy, to its conclusion. Okay, and that is very different than inspiration. Inspiration, idea has a hold of you, tries to take you to a place that you want to go. You're inspired. You have had life breathed into you. That is the activation of prey drive. The motivation of the prey drive, in my opinion, is the persistence and the intensity piece. So getting motivated is good. Getting inspired is good. But having this toughness to literally see it through to its conclusion are two very important components of a person of interest. Okay, when I'm committed to something, Okay, I am no longer listening to my feelings. I am now listening to the outcomes that I'm trying to drive. And I'm just work the process, man. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The process is just as important as the product. The price must be paid and the process must be followed, man. There is no shortcut to do this. I wish I could give you a little pill. I wish I could give you I wish I could give you the easy way to do it. I don't think there's been very few people who have figured out an easy way to do it. So, I want to say good morning to you. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw this. I got this new ride. It's really, really incredible. It makes you feel like $1 million when you're driving it. Okay, so I believe everybody needs a good coach. I believe a good coach can change everything. I got to teach you, and you got to be receptive. And this is some people's problem. You may not want to hear it, but it may be the challenge you may be having, man, is you don't have that emotional toughness to see it through to its conclusion, no matter what it is. Okay, and we got to change that, guys. We got to change that. So, big week. I did get the G-Wagon. If you're wondering, I got the black one with the red interior versus the white one. I love the white one, but I've never had a white vehicle in my life. My wife typically has a white vehicle. And man, the red interior of this G-Wagon, I couldn't see myself driving the other one, man. So I had to go with this one. And you talking about sweet. It is sweet. I've wanted a G-Wagon for years. I had a business coach once who said, man, there's certain things you're going to do that other people may not understand. But it's going to activate and reactivate your drive. And every time you get in, you may have to have a nice office. You may have to have a nice car. You may have to live in a nice house. But that's going to protect your confidence to go do the things you got to do. Okay? And I called a guy yesterday, he's a good friend of mine, who's got like 9 very expensive rides. And I'm like, man, help me understand. Help me understand making sense of this, right? And he's like, oh, the way to understand it is pray drive activator, man. That's the way to understand it. And that is the only way to understand it. So it is I believe in life, man. You work hard. You should reward yourself, man. And I very seldom buy anything, okay? So this was just something that we did, and we feel good about it. And, man, I do feel like $1 million, maybe even 10 million. So you guys have a great day. Everybody needs a good coach in life, man. I look forward to working with you. We're about to run some into your stimulus, man. Pay attention. Start tomorrow night with that webinar. I'm going to give it to you for 45 minutes, completely free. 7 ingredients of POIs, man. I'm telling you, this is one of my top game-changing concepts. And then me and my team are working on some stimulus plans to offer here at the end of the year that I think will be pretty cool. So just pay close attention to what we're doing, man. Everybody needs a coach. You guys have a great day.